Hello and welcome to Night Out Tonight. Love, loss and longing, emotions every human being struggles with at some point or another. And when Aamir Khan visited us earlier today, it was the topic of discussion which helped us to see the emotional side of the perfectionist Khan, who, by the way, at least in my opinion, was pitch perfect in Talaash. That speaks about the language of loss in the most beautiful way possible, but the language of loss is clearly something that Aamir Khan doesn't understand at the box office. Aamir, congratulations and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Aamir, we were talking about, obviously just before this interview started, one of the things everyone was talking about really was the box office figures. And obviously the figures are very good at the moment.
Yeah.
But where do you think that this whole obsession really with box office figures has come about? Do you feel that at some level the Three Idiots started this? Because no one used to really talk about 100 crores, 200 crores, entering the 100 crore club. But it seems to be, it's a
Three
very
Idiots
common...
didn't start it.
It started from Ghajini actually.
Ghajini.
Actually, well,
I agree with you. Ghajini was the
first. Yeah, so...
Ghajini was the first film to break that 100 crore barrier. It,
Yeah.
I think, did about 120 or something like that.
Absolutely.
Every year, the chances of you breaking the record is very high now.
Yeah.
In this phase, you will find every year the record is being broken.
So getting to the 100 crore club is becoming almost easy peasy.
I mean, I would say
Yeah.
that if you look at a top-notch film, if you look at top stars or top producers and directors, if you look at the A-grade, stars, whether they are actors or directors and producers, it's not a big deal to do 100 crores. In fact, if you don't do 100 crores, it's a little, it's
become the basic step that you have to cross, so to speak.
I feel, because I mean, in today's date, I mean, when Three Idiots did 202 crores, that was 3 years back.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised that no film has
crossed
that yet.
Yeah.
Because Three Idiots did that with, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1,500 screens. Today you have films releasing in 3,500 screens, and still they haven't broken. It's very surprising. Today, if a film like Three Idiots comes out, in today's environment of business, it would probably do, 300 crores. I don't know. I mean, when I say Three Idiots, I don't mean
exactly
that particular
that
film.
But that kind of,
I'm saying a film that is so loved. It could be any film. A film that is so loved that people are repeatedly watching it, more and more people are watching it. Audience reactions.
I saw the movie this morning. You feel it's so heartrending. You actually want to reach out to the character and tell him that it's all going to be okay. Because, especially for men to deal with emotions, it does become very difficult. And you can see that battle which is really going on in the film as well. But one thing you seem to have been able to do through this movie, at least from whatever I've heard and talking to other people who've watched this movie, is that you've managed to endear yourself to the women, not so much to the men.
औरतों को ये फिल्म बहुत पसंद आ रही है.
Yes,
well, I'm
actually.
happy. मुझे खुशी है. Yeah, you're right actually. I've also noticed that women by and large, I think 100% women have loved the film. Men बड़े सख्त दिल होते हैं. Emotion.
उनको थिएटर तक लाने के लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
You have an example, 2 women and 2 boys.
Boys to men.
I'm sorry, I know that we're sort of belaboring the point, but I don't think there's anyone who's had just such an instinct for making the right choice. I mean, and they've been risky choices by your own admission, each and every one of them. So it's a twofold question. One is just, again, a little bit about the process of that, like just
how do I choose?
How do you choose? How often do you doubt your choices before you run with it, after you run with it? Because everyone...
That's an interesting question actually, because I've also even often thought about it, because I mean, luckily I've been successful so many times that even I've been wondering, how do I choose these films? What am I doing right which I shouldn't forget? Actually there is nothing. I have to tell you that what I do is, I don't have any preconceived notions. One. I don't decide beforehand कि अब मुझे एक्शन फिल्म करनी है, अब मुझे कॉमेडी करनी है, अब मुझे ड्रामा करना है. वो सब मैं कुछ सोचता नहीं. आपको कहानी सुनानी है, मुझे प्लीज मत बताइए कहानी क्या है. आप सिर्फ मुझे टाइटल बताइए. टाइटल है, टाइटल कभी कभी होता भी नहीं. तो मैं शुरुआत करता हूँ, टाइटल बताइए, क्योंकि मैं ऑडियंसों में टाइटल जानना चाहता हूँ पहले. अब आप मुझे कहानी सुनाइए. जब मैं कहानी सुनता हूँ, when I'm listening to the story, that time I'm the audience. मैं टोटली ब्लैंक हूँ और मैं रिएक्ट कर रहा हूँ, या हंस रहा हूँ, रो रहा हूँ, या बोर हो रहा हूँ, या मैं मतलब मजा आ रहा है किसी तरह. तो आई एम द ऑडियंस दैट टाइम. अगर वो कहानी मुझे पसंद आती है तो मैं करता हूँ उसको. I'll come to that. अब उसमें 2-3 चीजें होती हैं. My decision is always instant. I never take time before deciding. I take time before deciding whether I want to work with you as a director. लेकिन कहानी मुझे पसंद आई है या नहीं वो मैं फौरन आपको बता दूंगा.
No, absolutely, and I mean far more than I could have hoped for. You just said one thing which I'm sorry, and I think you said you're able to listen to things and take a step back and listen absolutely as an audience, right? And not in a sense project. You know, someone's telling you a story, right? And
I don't try and guess what an audience will react.
No, not an audience reaction. I'm saying that, say for example, if someone gives a script to me, just right, and I'm sort of imagining myself reading it, if I really like it, right? I'm like, oh, I would like deliver it this way. How can you make that separation from like seeing yourself and just listening to it, as you said, as an audience?
Well, when I listen to a script, I'm the audience. And then when I like what I hear, then I ask the director, what role do you want me to play in this?
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking at my
You haven't
role.
even thought of which one you want to be.
3 Idiots, when that was offered to me, I said, Raju, I can't play any of these 3 roles. Because they're all first year engineering students, which is the age of 18. I'm 42 or 43 or 44 or something at that time. I said, how can I play 18? It's out of question. It will be a laughing stock of the nation. जूते पड़ेंगे हम लोगों को. 18 साल का मतलब. So I said, you got to be kidding. I'm not doing this film. It's a great script, and I really love it, but I can't act in this. So for very long, I was not wanting to play it because I was just afraid that I wouldn't be able to pull it off. And till the end, I was scared I'll fail.
Really?
The only reason I did it, and this is one of the few times I've done a film with myself not being fully convinced, and that was 3 Idiots. Because I said, there is something that Raju is seeing in me which I'm not able to see. And I trust him so much as a director that I'd like to go with his instinct. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to go with his instinct. And he said that, Aamir, the age we will work on, and you lose weight and you look young, and we'll work on your look and all of that. But more importantly is what the character is saying. And the character is saying, don't chase success. Chase excellence. Don't bother about success. You're the only person who's lived his life that way. So when you say it, people will believe it. If some other star says, don't chase success, people say, "Arey yaar, khud to success chase kar raha hai. Humko bol raha hai, don't chase success."
So Aamir, you don't believe that there's anyone else in Bollywood who actually lives by that tagline of chasing excellence?
No, that's a bit harsh. I mean, I would like to say that Raju felt that, not me. Let me just clarify. That Raju felt that, not me. But no, that's a bit harsh. I don't think I have a right to comment on other people and what their priorities are, or even judge their priorities, because I feel I'm living life on these terms because these things are important to me. But that's not important that what is important to me should be important to someone else. And if something else is important to somebody else, I should respect that, and I have no problems with that.
Track of the tracks in the film.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you something. Nowadays, it's become almost a fashion for big A-list stars to say, "Oh, I don't keep track of the competition and what the competition is doing.
Right.
I don't watch other people's films."
Right.
Do you still watch other people's films, or are you one of those people who always claims, "I don't have time"?
No, I try to. I try to watch.
Yeah.
And
who do you think is making good choices at the moment, other than yourself?
I like the kind of films that Ranbir is doing. I like what Imran is doing. Imran is now doing a film with Vishal, which I like the promo very much. I like what Abhay Deol is doing. The choices that he's making. These are the 3 young actors whose choices I'm liking. Off the top of the head, these are the 3 that come straight to me. Yeah.
And Shah Rukh, Salman.
No, I enjoy watching their films also. I enjoy watching. She asked me specifically who are making choices which I find intriguing, and
So you don't find their choices intriguing?
I mean, Salman's films, I know what he chooses, and that's what I go for.
Yeah,
so when I'm seeing a Dabang, that's I don't expect it to be an unusual choice. And I get what I want, and I'm happy. I think his films are very, very entertaining, and I really enjoy them. So yeah, when I saw Barfi, for example, I was really I really loved the performances of Priyanka and Ranbir both. I thought they were very good. So it really makes me happy when I see such good work happening.
Absolutely.
And stuff that I can learn from.
Well, we've certainly learned from you.
So I actually like to watch films, but I don't end up watching them because I read a lot. It's not because I don't have time.
Yeah.
We always have time for what we want to do.
Absolutely.
But the thing is that my instinct towards entertainment is more towards reading as opposed to watching films. So I read every day. Some people watch films every day. You know, they have a DVD to watch at home or whatever. But I read every day. But so I don't end up watching a lot of films. I like to, but I don't end up watching so many films.
Well, what can we say? It's been a learning experience being with you today, and it took 6 heads to interview one person. So obviously, you're
I enjoyed it.
equal to
Thank you.
six.
I enjoyed
Thank
it.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
India's #1 news app. Just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.